Get to the last game on the slate on Sunday, Clippers and the Lakers. How do you like the chances that Chris Paul continues to put up the monster numbers that he's doing in the absence of Blake Griffin?
I think he has great chances to continue doing this because we know that he did this last year. And you know what? The Clippers were so good with Blake Griffin off the court last year that there were mumblings that they should trade him. Obviously, they didn't end up doing that, but it's because the team really does rally when Griffin is off the court. Chris Paul is essentially on triple-double alert every single time he touches the court now with Griffin off the court. So I love his chances. I want to reinvest in Chris Paul. Obviously, you're not going to get him off the waiver wire. If you can somehow trade for him, use him in daily fantasy, I certainly would, because he's going to be fantastic while Blake Griffin is out.
All right, speaking of Blake Griffin being out, what are you telling fantasy owners about that situation?
You know what? You drafted him pretty high for the most part. You drafted him in the second round. So you just have to stand pat. If you have an IR slot, put him there. You're not going to try to get rid of him by any means. He'll come back at some point. This is more of let's take care of this issue now than have it be a problem at the end of the season in the playoffs. So in terms of his viability, everything I'm hearing is that he'll be back to somewhat 100%, 90% some point this season. So you drafted him too high to get rid of him. You just keep him and hope for the best.